What's going on, guys? So here is just a small little portion of the 3 full sets of F550 and 350 interiors that I have to dip, and a little Evo valve cover. The rest of it is up here. If you guys have not been keeping up on this, these are parts from EarthRoamer. If you don't know what EarthRoamer is, they take brand new Ford F550s and 350s, I believe, and they turn them into basically military grade RVs. So I have all these parts to do for them on a short period of time. They need all this done in a week and a half. I worked a lot of hours today at the appliance store, blah, 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 blah. Time is of the essence, lots of work to do. A lot of you guys recommended running a cable across and basically making it a literal gigantic shower curtain. While I don't have cable, I have this nylon rope, which I think should be enough to hold the weight of the tarp, as long as I get rid of this. Now, in theory, if the rope is tight enough, which I should be able to get it tight enough, then I won't have, the rope will be able to hug that I-beam, because there's a hole right there, and same thing on the exact opposite side. So if I can get that rope tight enough, there will be no gap up top, and I can literally just swing that across, and then this way, I can still bundle it up just like it is now, and that rope will go right in between the hoist, and I won't have to worry about it, and I won't have to switch out that piece of metal for the hoist, and they can be their own independent thingamabobs. Obviously can't use both at the same time, but I can alternate a lot easier. So I'm going to try that real quick. And then what we got going, so talked to a bunch of my painter friends. Although I've painted plastic before, I was like, cool, I have a lot of stuff to do. I need to streamline this process. And the one who I trust the most, who has given me the most advice, told me to spray the plastic, so prep it and then spray it with Bulldog adhesion promoter, which is what I've been using forever. It's this stuff right here. Got the gallon of it or whatever this is, litre. And then he recommended this black urethane primer sealer. So this stuff you can spray the top coat on while this is wet. After 5 minutes of this sitting, you can spray the top coat. So it saves a lot of time. The nice thing is this is black, which is also the base color of the carbon fiber. Now I have dipped over this before for this friend who recommended it, and it worked great. And this is a lot higher quality stuff than the normal black that I use. So I have a 2-hour window before this will not accept a top coat. So I'm gonna try that, but that will save me a ton of time, because my normal primer I use, I have to sand and then top coat it. This, it literally is my primer and top color, and then let it sit for about an hour while I'm cutting the film, and then we'll dip in it. So I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna see how that works. I'm excited, lots to do, overwhelmed. Here we go. We have a problem right off the bat, which is not cool. So this I didn't spray activator on because the good people, this is the first time they screwed up, so I can't really be too mad at them, but I'm still mad. So the carbon fiber I use is a certain type. So this is what I normally use, right? Normal. I just ordered a bunch from them. This is what they sent me. Now, not side by side, look the same. Side by side, do you see how this one is darker? I mean, pretty significantly. This one has a lot more silver. Same pattern, but this one has more silver in it. So I don't know if that was just their printer, this batch put more silver, or if they sent me the wrong one, because they have a lot of variations of this weave. So unfortunately, everything that I've cut on that and the Mustang part I did were fine. But on all of these, I mean, I can't have, I mean, they probably wouldn't even notice, to be totally honest with you, but I'm not gonna do that. So this one, so this sealer primer, I can put it in the oven for half an hour at 140 degrees, scuff it, and then shoot it again. So that's what I'm gonna do on that. And then before I dip any further, as basically what I have to do is make sure that each batch from EarthRoamer is the same roll of film. So I have enough of that film that I just ordered and just got from them to do all the parts that I have for this batch. So the next round, I either need to make sure that they send me exactly what I want, which is that. I like that more, it looks more realistic. This looks good, that looks better when it's cleared. So I have to recut all these pieces, which isn't gonna take too long. The part that sucks is just I gotta redo that one piece. So, and then on top of all this, my wife called me and said the alternator on her car is done. So Mina is gonna come by and help me, and we're probably gonna have to pull it from the appliance store to my shop. So I gotta finish all this and then fix that. This is not off to a good start. So I'll save that for something, but here we go. Trying to stay positive, guys, but God's really testing me right now. So we got to redo this piece because the carbon is different. This is for a Mustang, and I should have dipped this side first. Instead, I finished on this side. Air bubbles got trapped. I am on my third one of these that I have screwed up. So these are baking real lightly. So this one, I sprayed too much activator, and it got all milky. This one, these two weren't bad, but it's enough. There's an air bubble right there, which ruins the whole thing. This one has an air bubble right there that ruins the whole thing. So I have to let these sit in here, and then later tonight, scuff them, paint them again, and then dip them again. This is not going as planned. It's late, I'm smelly, stinky, sweaty, sticky, all of the above. A huge thank you to Mina. I told him, I was like, hey, the wife's alternator's back, can you help me or follow me to the shop in case it dies on the way, because that's how bad it was. And so we got here and he just did the whole thing. So her car's rocking and rolling. That saved me a ton of time. Everything, I was super frustrated earlier, kind of slowed down, calmed down, took a couple breaths. Everything turned out good. The challenging part, that's a watermark in case any of you saw that. The challenging part with what I'm trying to do with all of these is to get the weave to all go the same direction. And while that may sound simple, it's really weird because when you're looking at the film like this, it's really like that on the water. So then trying to I don't know, my mind doesn't work that way. But these are all flowing into that direction, which is cool. And then this piece is for a Mustang. Had some air bubbles right there. They are gone. Turned out, I think this one's basically perfect. I told him it was gonna get squirrely down here, and it actually covered. It did get squirrely, but I thought it was gonna miss, and it covered. So that turned out good. This we are going to sand the letters down tomorrow and then spray a purple translucent over it and then clear it. So I'm gonna go home, get some sleep. Got a lot of work to do at the family business tomorrow, so I'm gonna do that, and tomorrow's gonna be another today, hopefully a little less stressful. It's stupid because all this has taken, this is day 2, right? And I still have a stupid amount left, and tomorrow I guess tomorrow I can probably sand while the clear is drying, but I still have all of this. At least these are small, so I can like kind of like streamline, assembly line those. This kind of sucks. I got to tape that off. These will be kind of cool, but kind of sucky because I got to tape off everything but the silver. Those are gonna suck. Those are gonna suck. Everything's just, you know, sucking and frustration and stress, and I'm stinky and smelly. So that's all I got tonight. I'm gonna go home, drives the wife's car home, make sure it works properly, and then sorry, that accent came from me speaking wrongly, and then it just flowed into now I'm French. So I'm gonna go home, get some sleep, make sure wife's car is working good. We're ready to roll. That's a little loud. So what I'm gonna do first is a real light like tack coat. I'm basically just gonna mist the clear over everything, wait 10 minutes, and then shoot a normal coat, and then do one more after that, and we should be done. Okay, so round one is done. That one has a couple dust marks on the other side, so I'm probably going to wet sand that and clear it again. I have to be, not that like my quality is low, but this stuff has to be perfect. So if there are any dust marks, I have to get those out. I've never really been good at buffing, so I'm just going to wet sand the whole thing and then reshoot the whole thing. But everything turned out good. I'm happy with it. The parts that I redid look great. You know, and as time goes on, obviously I'll get better and better at doing this more efficiently, but everything looks good, clear laid well. Nothing to complain about. And then this piece for the Mustang turned out good. I gotta send him pictures and then he'll come grab that tomorrow. I already sent pictures to this guy and he likes it. He will be here in the morning. This is, it's crazy because the blue darkens the carbon quite a bit. Like from right here on camera, like you can't even tell it's carbon. The red is a little bit lighter, but then when the light is directly on this, like in the sunlight, I mean, you could see it plain as day. So it's kind of cool if you want that effect, because again, from right here, pretty hard to tell. But then when, like when there's sunlight on it, it's gonna pop, and all that metallic that the carbon has is really gonna shoot out from that purple. So that's all done, round one. This week was super busy at the family business. Way busy. So luckily, so tomorrow is Friday. I have to have everything else done by Wednesday. So I have tomorrow through Monday off at the family business. And with that new primer allowing me to, basically if I work hard enough, tomorrow I could prep. Tomorrow I'm gonna prep everything. And then prime X amount and then dip that amount tomorrow. And then Saturday, clear what I dipped the day before, prime the rest, and hopefully I can kind of get in a cycle of, I think from going forward, I think I'm gonna prep everything at once, spend an entire day just sanding my life away. And then that way the following days it can just be prime dip, and the next day clear prime dip, and then I'm done. So maybe next batch, probably like 5 days, and I can have everything done, which the amount, I don't want to get too into it, but these guys are paying me well. And that's also why everything has to be perfect. Because I told them, I'm like, this is the price I need to make sure what I'm giving you is flawless. So they're paying me well, compensating me for my time. Basically, they're paying me what I think I should be making anyways. As just like, as a car guy, you know, if someone brings me a valve cover and they're like, it's kind of steep. I'm like, I know, I'll do it for this. But with these guys, I was like, look, if you want this quality product, you were paying me this price. And if I'm being totally honest, I didn't really want to, I didn't want this job. So I quoted it where it was worth my time. And I figured if they say no, oh well. If they say yes, then it's worth my time. This is everything I still have left to do. I mean, it's a big job. Like, I think in my mind, I kind of underestimated how much I actually had to do. But like I said, they're paying me what my time is worth, and I think it's really gonna help push the channel forward as far as finances. I really think it's gonna help move everything forward. So I'm gonna get back to work tomorrow, let that dry air out. One more video of this crap, and then we will be back into the car. So I appreciate you guys being patient. I know some of you guys are like interested in the business side of some of this stuff. Others do not care at all, and it shows in the video views, but whatever, it is what it is. I got to do it, so I don't really care. So all right, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate your support. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We'll see you later.